Hello, welcome everybody. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for dropping past. If you're coming back, thumbs up, welcome back. My name is Grace from Diamond Paint with Grace, and today it is time for me to eat the frog. If you don't know what that means, research eat the frog and what it all means. We might even get talking about it, but it's time to eat the frog and start my very first square. I know, I'm so nervous. I'm so excited because I have so many squares that I have purchased, not even having done one before. Yeah. Nervous. Anywho, today it's all about my Chuck Pinson. I'm going to show you what it's all about in a second, but it's for the Chuckalong 3, my very first Chuckalong, and my first Mindy and Maritza event, everything all about. And I'm starting a bit late. I think today's February. I just doofed that one up, didn't I? March. We're in March. Where's the year gone? Where has the year gone? We're going to be putting up Christmas trees soon enough, don't you think? Oi. Today is February 7th. I said it again. I have a bit of a headache. I took 2 Panadol, or you might know it as Tylenol, whatever. It's March. I do promise you it's March. It's the long weekend here in Melbourne, Victoria. So it is Sunday morning here. So anywho, it is March 7th. I'm pretty sure it's the 7th. And tomorrow's the 8th, being Monday. I don't know when this is going to get uploaded, but anywho, it is what it is. Oh my gosh. I hope if you're new, you're not scared off yet. This is just how I roll. So I got tears. Oi. Okay, so if you've watched a couple of my videos and you still haven't hit that subscribe button, it's down there. Have a look down there. Can you see? Follow my eyes. Did you see it? It says subscribe. Love for you to punch. I always say punch. I don't know why, but I'd love for you to click that subscribe so that wherever you are in your part of the world, you come and join my diamond painting world. And once you hit that, it gives you the option to see the little notification bell. When you tap on that, it gives you 3 different options. Hit all so that way you get to be notified each and every single time I upload. It's going to be a whip and chat and a half today, let me say that. Every time I upload a new video for you to watch. So with all that being said, let me flip the camera around. I'm back in my workspace because it's quite bright today. So I've got some really nice natural light. We're going to flip the camera around. We're going to get down onto the table. I still have to section off my Chuck Pinson, so I thought you might as well join me with that as well, and join me in the inaugural placing of my very, very first square diamond on a painting. Would you like that? Come with me. Come on. I'm waiting. Okay, hopefully that will be better for you. So, welcome to my whip and chat. Now you're probably asking, Grace, what is a whip and chat? It is a work in progress. So I'm going to be working on my Chuck Pinson Call of the Wild. Means that you get out whatever it is that you're working on, and I'll be just chatting and talking about whatever random thoughts might come into my mind. Or if you're not working on something, you could be driving, you could be going to sleep, you could be washing the dishes, you may even have me in your pocket as you're sweeping the floor, sitting out by the pool, watching the snow fall, whatever the case may be. So with that being said, don't forget to let me know down in the comments below where you're watching from, because if you haven't already heard, I am getting a world map made up. And my idea is to have you all pinned up on my map, and just to show where everyone is coming from. So let's get my pen ready. I am literally doing this step by step. I've got a rogue drill from my previous one there. I've got my new 4-placer, brand new. I always like to start a new painting with a new 4-placer. I've got my new caddy of wax. Let me take the old one out for now. Like I said, I like to start everything new, and I don't have fancy wax. I use the Diamond Art Club wax. Yep, honestly, that's all I use. I know there is a million waxes out there. A million. People are making them and doing them and selling them online. And you know what? Hats off to you for, you know, getting into the business that way, or into your own business that way. For me personally, I haven't got any complaints with this wax. So it comes free with the kit. Just not about spending any more money on anything else at this moment, as far as that goes. I have recently purchased a pen, which I will be uploading the unboxing to that. I have been using it on my Sweet Something, but I didn't want to use it here because, to be fair to the company, I haven't uploaded my unboxing of it yet. So for today's purposes, I'm going to be using my Diamond Art Club acrylic pen that I purchased, the same one that I have been using. Okay, the tray is just simply one of those orange trays that I bought from, I think it was Needleworks Australia. I've got my light pad, I've got you up there, I've got my canvas. Can you see that I am kind of procrastinating? Such is the fear. So I think I'm going to start literally with these symbols here, whatever they are there, and just go for it. Just go for it. My legend is on this side and on the other side, so I think it's going to be easier for me to look over here. I'm looking for this symbol, which is 15. 15 is my lucky number first, starting. Oh, and it's a grey. There you go. So I just use these trays. I've already kitted up. I've got washi tape underneath. I've cut up my, the other side of this. And if you don't know, I'll try and put down in the description my unboxing of Call of the Wild. But my sticker sheet, there they are. Ah! Let's see. Oh, squares. Hello, my little darlings. Hello. Why, hello there. Don't you look so pretty? Are you all holding your breath for me? Because, trust me, I think I might want to load up the single side as well, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to multi-place straight off the bat. Is that too ambitious to be thinking that I can multi-place squares straight off the bat and hope for them to be straight? I don't know. Whenever I'm diamond painting, I always like to keep the one that I'm working on out, so that I can remember in case I get distracted or, walk away from my canvas. I know exactly which colour I'm working on. All right, are you ready? Are you ready, peeps? Are you ready? All right, let's see how this is done. Let's pick them up. There they are. Where's my camera? Can you see? Is it focusing? Is it focusing? My first ever 4 square diamonds. And, oh, okay. So, already I can see what people are saying. They're crooked. Oh! Breathe, Grace, breathe, breathe, breathe. It's not the end of the world. You can do this. Okay, just a gentle hand is what required. Ay. No, Gracie, you can do this. You can do this. You will do this. You have too many squares not to do this. All right, let's go with one at a time, shall we, for now? I think we're going to just ease into it. I think multi-placing for our very first ever might have been just slightly ambitious. Okay. And I can see now what Why isn't that even sticking? Okay. I can see why people say you need to just be a little... Oh my gosh, why? Nothing to do with the canvas. This is maybe I'm just being a little bit too anxious to want to get it done quickly. Don't tell me I have to be doing this sucker single placing. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? No. But until I get used to squares, I guess single placing is... You haven't got my buff head in there, have you? Oh gosh, they're not straight. Am I being too much of a perfectionist? I don't know. All you square people out there, tell me. All right. Okay. Just gonna breathe and see how we go. All right, let's keep going. All right, so as I was saying earlier, I don't have a whole bunch of waxes, and I don't have a whole bunch of trays. Interesting that I had thought about doing a topic like this for quite some time. I was talking to Abigail about it, about this craft and how people have it in their have it in their lives. These are just not staying. They're sliding everywhere. What am I doing wrong? Okay. And who was I listening to? Bev. I was listening to Bev's WIP and Chat the other day, and literally along those same lines, Bev was talking in her WIP and Chat about, what was she talking about? Trays, I think. And it was like, yes, sister, I know. I hear you. I hear you. I've been wanting to bring it up also. And, you know, don't be hating on my perception. I mean, you're most certainly welcome to disagree. It's absolutely your right. However, what I've noticed with this craft is there are two very, very distinct branches and facets to this, or areas, if you will. One is the actual doing of the diamond painting. So the actual sitting down and doing what I'm doing. And, you know, if you're doing the same, doing what you're doing. Actually putting diamonds down on a canvas and completing an artwork. You know, that is the enjoyment that we all, or most, get out of this craft work, or this hobby, or this pastime, whichever way you want to look at it. The second and very, very real, and you know, you may think, okay, I'm going to call people out on this, and that's okay. It's not meant as a derogatory or insult or condescending comment whatsoever. It's actually just calling it as it is. And to a certain little degree, I could probably, you know, fall into that category a little bit too. So one is the addiction to doing your crafting. That's all I've got for those colours. Not bad so far as a starting point. The drill quality though is amazing. Just let me say that. So the first one is the addiction to actually doing the painting. Would you agree? All those in the class say aye if you agree. You don't have to agree. Absolutely not. The second, and kind of even though it's spoken, it's not really spoken. I'm just checking my next one. It's 16. This one here. The second, oh, there's my cord. How very unprofessional. The second, very real. Get out of here. Let me just, there, behave. Part of this craft that I have observed, this is my observation, my personal opinion, it's not documented in any scientific books or anything like that, is the addiction to collecting pens. It is the addiction to collecting trays. It is the very real addiction to collecting paintings. Okay. I have increased my stash more than what I thought I would when I started this craft work, for a couple of reasons. One, I learned very, very quickly that there are paintings that, especially on specific sites, will go out of will not only, I mean, I don't mind if they're going to be out of stock and then they come back. That's fine. That doesn't bother me because I've got time to get them. What concerns me is if there are specific paintings which I like and want. That's a trashy one. I'm going to have to get myself a little trash bin. And then if they're no longer available and they're creating for me a specific, what do you call it? A specific themed series. So, you know, if you've watched my paintings prior, if you've watched my videos prior, you'll know that I like to have themed sets of paintings. Okay, so this is a beautiful, you know, wildlife scene. I will eventually get 2 more to go with my set of 3. Which ones they will be are yet to be determined. I don't know yet. I've got to get myself a proper trash jar later, but that will do for now. So, you know, I almost feel compelled that before it sells out, before it's no longer available, before I miss out, that I need to get it. Okay. I'm also a equally as firm believer that if it's not meant to be, if I'm not meant to have that painting for whatever that reason, you know, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be, and I was never meant to have that painting, and I'll miss out. You know, Salaby, is it the end of the world? No, not the end of the world. Will I be upset? Yes. But is it the end of the world? No. There are so many worse things in life. But what I find interesting is that, and I say the word interesting because it definitely is not a criticism, and it is not, and I can't express that enough, not to be taken as a criticism whatsoever, is that people have accumulated hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of diamond paintings. Hundreds. Like, I've seen stashes that go into the hundreds, which is fine. Like I said, each to their own. I can hear that satisfying click that everyone's talking about. Absolutely fine. I don't have hundreds. I refuse to let myself get up to the hundreds, because what I am concerned about is that as each new one is introduced into my stash, the ones that I became so excited about weeks ago or months ago when I first received them, you know, the new shiny toy that I've got in front of me now is going to take priority in being done. And the ones that I was excited about getting way back when are no longer as exciting, and they won't get painted. Does that kind of make sense? Not all my paintings are Diamond Art Club. A lot of them are. So for those of you that purchase Diamond Art Club, you can appreciate the expense that goes in them. That being said, I have my, you know, cheaper paintings. I have all sort, all different price ranges, okay? I don't want myself personally to have a whole cupboard full of paintings just for the sake of having paintings. That's not what I started this craft for. That's not what I started YouTube for. No. What YouTube or this channel for me, I know that part of what I wanted to present was, that's all sorts of crooked, was content that included unboxings of canvases, which invariably, as a creator, means I had to make that conscious decision of, knowing that I was going to be having more diamond paintings than what I originally thought I was going to end up owning prior to. Does that kind of make sense? So it's a catch-22. It's a real catch-22. I'm kind of talking as a creator, but also as just a lover of diamond painting. And there is absolutely nothing wrong, in my personal opinion, and it's, again, I'm not gonna I can't say it enough, for those that have got your 400, 500, 600 paintings, go for it. Everyone has a desire to collect, to have that fear of missing out, and I addressed that at the start. I also have that fear of missing out, and hence why I buy paintings at times where it's like, oh, do I, don't I, do I, don't I will, because it's important to me. So I said at the start of this video that I had a choice of 2 Chuck Pinsons to do for the Chuckalong. So this was one of them, and the other one was one of, I think it's, I don't want to say the wrong name in case it's actually a different artist, but it's actually one of my Italy paintings, okay? Now, I had to stay true to myself in the sense that as much as I would have loved to have started one of my Italy paintings, this painting here, Call of the Wild, was actually purchased before those ones. And I thought, Grace, you purchased this one for a reason, way prior, before, making a decision that you were going to be doing YouTube. You purchased it because you loved it, because you wanted it, and, you wanted to see it completed. So I really, really had to stay true to that. And, rather than doing one of the Italy ones, I wanted to do them in order of when I've purchased them. Does that kind of make sense? Because if I had started the Italy ones, this one would have potentially have fallen further and further behind in its kind of interest, because then what would have happened is, once I've started one of the Italy ones, I would have wanted then to go on and complete my other 2, so that I had my 3. So you can see where the struggle is, okay? With accessories, as much as I would absolutely love to have a whole, what do you call it? A whole bunch of, a whole handful or, caddy full of diamond painting pens. For me, this is just, the way that my brain works, and where I need to work out where I'm going to put my money into this crafting. I'd actually rather put it into my paintings, because until, touch wood, something happens to my pen, I only ever need one pen at a time. Although I do see some creators, a lot of them actually, they'll have multiple pens out with multiple different places, and wow, I have, a polite and very respectful, bit of both admiration and envy as to how they can switch through between one and the other, and how they make it work, because I've not needed it, but B, thought how it would work for my experience. Does that make sense? I guess I'm not that as advanced as some of the other creators out there, and I look up to them. I admire them. I really do. You know, that they've been able to create a system that works not only for them, but share it with the rest of us, such that we can be inspired to learn that. As far as trays go, yeah, watch this space as far as trays go. I'm not going to say too much about trays, but again, I'm happy with this one. I have no issues with this one. The money that I would be spending on trays, again, as I said, unless it's to show on the channel, I have no need for it. And I don't want to be a selfish person to you guys and not be able to bring you, you know, different products, or, you know, give you my opinion on different products. But I just feel that there are so many people that are already doing that this is going to sound really bad, and I hope you take it the right way, that for me, I would rather put my money, if I say it that way, or my time and my effort into showcasing different companies and different paintings or different experiences in that respect, because, you know, we've all had different experiences with different companies, and a lot of the companies have been, you know, shown by multiple creators. What I like is the fact that we actually get to see different paintings from the different creators, even if they are from the same company. I'm going to try multi-placing. Oh, not bad. Guys, I don't know how I'm going to go with this multi-placing and squares, because, like, so far, single placing, I'm not too bad. But if I have to do this whole canvas single placing, I don't know. I can single place quite, like the squares, I don't mind single placing quite confidently. Let me do it the way that I'm used to doing it, which is downward. If I do that like that, and then, yeah, not too bad. I think it's just going to take practice. Who was it that said that? I think Jenny said practice, practice, practice. Not bad. So yeah, like I said, it wasn't meant to polarize or cause, you know, it's not a judgment on anyone for what you do or don't have. I am not a princess in the sense that I will only buy from Diamond Art Club. I'm not about that. I do like, I'm hearing the offspring come above. Hello, offspring. You going to say hello to the peoples?
Hello, peoples.
Thank you. Don't be rude. Now, it's just so awkward because he's standing right over there. And I don't like taping when the offspring are in. Yeah. What are you doing?
Apple.
Getting an apple. Good boy. Making noises. I apologise.
Fine, I'll eat the food upstairs.
Thank you. Maybe one day my offspring might join me in a live and have a chat. Would you like to hear my offspring? No, I'm asking the peoples out there if they would like for me to interview my offspring and have a chat. Oh, he's not looking at me very...
It's a possibility.
Tis a possibility. Ooh-wee. Would you like that? Throw me a comment, let me know. No peer pressure whatsoever. No peer pressure whatsoever. I've lost my train of thought. Thank you.
Diamond cards.
diamond. Yeah, thank you. What was I saying? And I'm not going to stop and rewind and find out. I don't know where I was, and I'm going to watch this back and go, Gracie, you mucked that up. Oh gosh. Anywho, I'll circle back to what I think I was saying, and that is, you know, unless there is a specific painting or company or product that is requested, my content will be primarily showcasing paintings and companies. Now, that brings me to companies. Of late, you may have noticed, that's what I was talking about, Diamond Art Club. I am not a princess that I will only buy from Diamond Art Club. I'm not going to lie that to me, they are absolutely superb in their quality. Like, you know, I haven't found a company yet, and that's me. And, you know, it's a big statement to make also because I haven't tried every company out there, let's be honest. But I haven't found any of my other paintings that I've done yet that have that same quality in right across the board, okay? Now, does that mean that they are the only company that I will do a diamond painting from? Absolutely not. I mean, like, seriously, this chickie babe here is not made of money, and Diamond Art Club paintings are not cheap. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it at all. My last Diamond Art Club haul was, you know, the result of having been able to redeem my rewards points, and that's the only reason that was even brought in. So I am a massive advocate of trying to find, for my Aussie viewers and even my overseas viewers, I'm trying to find companies within Australia that have products already here in Australia ready to ship. Okay, and let me explain to you why. Not only are our prices of everything craft-wise in Australia super expensive, but our shipping is through the roof. Absolutely through the roof, okay? It costs us an arm and a leg to get things shipped from overseas. It really does. So whilst, and not only that, then obviously there is the time factor as well. Okay, just like everyone else, we've got, you know, we are an island, we're so far away from everyone that there's that time. So I am trying to find as many Australian-based companies as I can to support, to review their products. I'm not saying that, you know, just because they're Australian that they're automatically going to be, you know, on your mate perfect. No. I want to try their products, and if I find that they are, you know, something that I personally would invest money in, you know, purchasing more products from, or, you know, reviewing and promoting and so on my channel, then that's my goal. Okay, there is nothing. Aussies are funny, not funny. We're a proud nation like that. Well, I am. I know I am. I like to support our own. And that stems back from a couple of different inner values and morals. I have owned my own business before. I know what it's like to own my own business, and I know what it's like to have to work and find, you know, clientele and be continuously on the ball with promotion, with product availability, with customer service. I know what all that is about. People with their own businesses, whether they are making pens, whether they are making diamond art trays, whether they are suppliers of diamond paintings and arts and crafts, those little home businesses that they've got, you know, that they are the brainstorm of someone who has woken up one day, come up with a concept, an idea, a dream, a way of supporting their family, that they are putting in their time, their effort, their energy into trying to make successful. Okay? Just like every other large company out there started off as someone's, you know, idea, concept, like Diamond Art Club, for example. The owner of that, you know, I'm not sure, I think it's a she. She's built a business from an idea, from a concept, from great marketing campaigns, from support, from listening to her customer base and improving, you know, and listening to their requests, their ideas, their everything, and improving and listening to their consumers, and their company just keeps growing and growing and growing and getting the support that they do. Well, you know what? Every company that is at this point got, you know, just a small website, or not even a website, but maybe advertising on all the Facebook and Instagram, social media websites to try and get business. They are all little Diamond Art Club peoples in the making. There is nothing to stop them reaching for the stars and aspiring to have just as a successful business as the next person. Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing at all. And I'm here to support that because, you know, why not? I think I would love to see some local companies really, really get into the market, have licensed artwork, have artwork that is produced here on site, have our own version of Diamond Art Club at an affordable price to us here, with the Australian dollar, with the shipping prices, with everything. I would love it. And you know, I think why if you're sitting there and you're listening to me and you've thought that you know, starting your own company, and it might not be diamond painting, it could be any company. What's stopping you? What is stopping you? It was once said to me that the biggest emotion that drives any person in life, there is one emotion that drives every decision we make in life. Just one emotion. Can you guess what that is? Can you guess what it is? It's fear. Every decision we make in life is driven by fear. And we may not think about it in that way, but it really is. When you break it down to its core, fear of failure, fear of not being accepted, all sorts of things drives every decision we make. And it doesn't have to be a negative connotation to that either. Fear could drive you in a positive direction too. Because if you have something within you that has been something that you have wanted to conquer, then the decision to move forward with whatever it is to conquer that is driven by fear. You want to overcome it. Does that make sense? So, as a broadband example, I have a massive Massive, huge. Ask anyone who knows me. I have a massive, massive, massive fear of heights, okay? I, will stand on something tall. I'll tell you a funny story in a second. And absolutely crap my pants out of fear. Yet, yes, fear, that thing within, because I am so fearful, makes me want to go hot air ballooning. Go figure. I have thought of even taking it to the next level and wanting to go skydiving. Go figure. I'm driven by fear. Is that weird, or I don't know. It's really weird. But let's digress just a little bit, and I'll tell you a bit about that. I'll tell you a funny story. You ready? I've got a shard of that plastic that's there, and I want to get it off. Okay, so tell you a funny story. Let's liven it up a bit, shall we? Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Pardon me. So, back in the day, it's been a long, long time since I've been, but I used to go camping with my then, I think, were we married or were we still dating? We might have been just still, it was so long ago, I think we were just still dating at the time. My then fiance, boyfriend, who then later became my husband. We went camping with a whole group of friends. Now, I live in Victoria, and if those of you want to get in and see exactly where it is that I'm talking about, we went to the Grampians. My Aussie friends, especially those in Victoria, you may know where that is. Had never been before, and that's why I love these paintings, because the Grampians is a mountain range. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful mountain range. And we went camping there. I think it was for a week we went. So I was a much, much, much bigger lady back then. But that's got really it's neither here nor there. I've always been scared of heights, yeah. So we went for a trek up the mountain. Okay, we went for a trek up the mountain, and going up was fine, yeah. I was holding on for dear life. It was a full, we were full mountain. Well, I won't say mountain climbing. We didn't have braces and ropes and things like that. Calm down, right? Calm down. We were just hiking, I think is probably a better way of putting it. We went for a hike. Okay, so we went for a hike. We got up, and it was, geez, I've got to say, a good hour going upwards. We were going in the up direction. Remember that, going up, right? Now, what Gracie here did not anticipate or think about was going up wasn't the issue. When we got to the top and and Gracie turned around and saw how she was going to get down, yeah. You can imagine how that ended. It took us about an hour to get up there. It took me literally, I'm not even joking, no word of a lie, 2 hours to shimmy on my butt, literally shimmy on my butt down that mountain. I have never caught so many branches, twigs, God knows what, up my jeans, and lucky I had jeans on, long pants, long jeans on, in my life. In my life. I ended up at the bottom of the mountain, absolutely exhausted. My hands were all torn up and ripped up, and I was just exhausted. And then I stood up, and everyone looked at me, and they were kind of like absolutely gobsmacked, because when I stood up, because I had shimmied down on my butt the whole way on dirt, yeah, against rocks, against leaning against, like there was no way I could stand up. The fear of the heights, because the inclination was, the angle was just so steep that I was crying. I was paralyzed. I couldn't move. So I had to sit to get my center of gravity down low. And that's why I shimmied all the way down. So when I eventually stood up and everyone looked at my jeans, my butt cheeks had 2 holes exposed through the jeans. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lucky I hadn't, underwear on, obviously. But my jeans had copped such a beating on the way down that you could see it right through to my underwear. Let's just say that. Yeah. Did I conquer my fear that day? Well, I made it down the mountain. That was, I don't even know how many years ago now. Am I still scared of heights? Yes, I am. But what was I going to do? What was I going to do? I was either that or I was going to forever live out my days on the top of a mountain, because I had to get down somehow, right? True? True, people? True? True. Oh, my goodness. So, anyway, as I said, I digressed. Which one am I doing? This one. Okay. Going back to anyone who has a thought or, dream of pursuing something, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I ask you. What is it that's stopping you? What is it that stops you? Because, I ask you this question, and honestly, put some thought into it. You don't have to tell me your answer. Although, we could make a little game out of it. Or not game, but those of you that want to participate, it'd be lovely to hear from you. I'll ask you this question. If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do today? Yeah? If you knew you could not fail or would not fail, what would you do today? Pop your answer down in the comments. So failure was never going to be, an eventuality. What would it be? I've done this exercise a number of times on a number of different platforms, not YouTube, but throughout my working career and so on. And my answers have always sort of fluctuated and changed a bit. But if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do? Would you start your own YouTube channel? Would you start your own diamond painting company? What would you do? What is it that fear has gripped you so hard that it's sort of made you hesitate in making that step forward? It's an interesting concept, isn't it? Fear drives us to do so many things that are either expected or unexpected, or conscious or unconscious. To me, starting this channel, like a lot of, I think, creators, I started this with what, if no one's listening, I'm good. But if people are wanting to listen, that makes me so happy. Of course it does. I know that you're not answering me back here, but I read the comments and it gives me joy to know that there are some people, a lot of you out there that, give me that positive feedback and so on. And of course I do get the negative comment. Actually, you know what? I haven't had not one negative comment. Not one. And I'm relatively new to YouTube. I've got my coffee, sorry. One sec. I'm relatively new as a creator to YouTube. I launched on January 1 of this year. Okay, so we're January, February, not like 2 full months and a week into the 3rd month. Okay, and there have been hundreds and hundreds of comments left, not one of them negative. I've had a few, what do you call them, thumbs down. Okay, that's fine. A thumbs down does not concern me, bother me, make me want to cry at all. I know I listen to a lot of creators who get bothered by thumbs down. And I made a conscious effort when I started this because I was kind of warned by my offspring, by some friends, you know, Grace, you're going to have to grow a thick skin and, you know, people can be nasty and so on and so forth. And you know the way I look at it, guys, this is my take on it, and you can take from it what you will, okay? I am definitely someone who will always be open to constructive criticism, okay? Totally. If you feel when you're watching one of my channels that you disagree with something, or that I've, you know, presented something incorrectly, or I've not named something correctly, or I've given some misinformation or anything like that, you are most welcome to either leave a comment to that effect. You are most welcome to contact me directly and privately and let me know. You are most welcome to do anything you like. You know, you are the power behind your keyboard. For the people that leave a thumbs down, whoever they are, obviously, they're going to fall into one of two categories. People who are genuine viewers who have not found the content useful, informative, enjoyable. They may have found it offensive. I don't know. And that's the hard thing, you know. If you leave a thumbs down, that's okay. That tells me that, you know, there's been XYZ number of people who have not enjoyed the content. It'd be really, really helpful for me to know that if you are going to stick around as a subscriber, if you are going to take time out of your day to come back to my channel and expect to be entertained or have some information or whatever the case may be, but you're continuously going to give a thumbs down without letting me know why and how I can improve that for you, then what can I say? Sorry, not sorry. You know, you don't know what you're doing wrong or how to improve something unless there is that constructive feedback given to you. Does that kind of make sense? You know, so I said before there are two groups of people. Now, it could even possibly be, you know, someone who's personally looking on there and who knows me personally. Okay, that's on you, boo-boo. That's fine. You know, I am so glad, so glad that you have taken time out of your day to come to my channel and, you know, put the effort and the energy into clicking that thumbs down button. I'm really thankful for it, actually, because, you know, if it's a personal thing, well, that's a reflection on you, not me. What do you think? So keep coming back, keep thumbsing down. It doesn't bother me at all. I've said before, I have a very, very thick skin, and I'm going to say from the get-go, as a relatively new creator that I am, that will never change. That will never change. I know that as a subscriber to so many channels, that I am a respectful person. I know the subscribers that I have here have left such wonderful comments, and the support that I have received thus far has been absolutely mind-blowing. absolutely mind. I can't even tell you, like, you know, this is mine. I'm not doing this for any other reason other than to share with you guys what I love to do. And it is so much fun. So much fun. When I started diamond painting, and congratulations to me and happy DP anniversary to me, because like so many of us out there, yes, my DP anniversary is in March. So I've been doing this for 12 months. Did I think for one cotton picking second that when I started this in March, I'd have my own YouTube channel? Not a chance. Are you serious? Are you serious, girlfriend? Not a chance. But I tell you what, I'm so glad that I did. So glad that I did. Because it just, for me, that's another dimension to what I love so much. And that's, you know, getting back, I guess, you know, winding way back to what I started talking about at the start, is that I don't want to lose the whole reason that I started this craft work. I want to finish paintings, yeah, and hence why, as much as it killed me putting, you know, something sweet away as an unfinished work in progress to start this, because I so much wanted to, you know, join in, support the girls, both Mindy and Maritza, but also for myself to start a square, to do a chuck pinson, to be a part of this event. As much as all that, I will be disciplining myself come the following month and spending the following month completing both something sweet and my chuck pinson before I start any other project. Any other project. These two must be finished because I'm not going to sit here and, you know, have 50 million unfinished projects before starting the next. My next goal after that is to do the right thing by the reviews that I've done from other companies and start working on those. Because you know what? If you go back to my very, very first intro video, I promised you guys that I did not want to be presenting all these paintings from companies and not provide you my full post-review opinion. Now, I hope that you will forgive me in the sense that, unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you want to look at it, I'm not retired yet. I actually do work full time, so my hours are far and few between. So I do get diamond painting done either late at night or, you know, on the weekends when the offspring are otherwise doing their own thing. Otherwise, I like to spend time with my family, as, you know, most of us who have families do. But I'm not going to sacrifice time with my family just to diamond paint. So I have to space things out. So I know a lot of creators have spoken about having planners and planning out their year and what they're going to do in whatever month. So pretty much my year thus far is going to be, well, February I did Drill a Beast. March I'm doing Chuckalong. April I'm taking a break. And when I say a break, I mean a break as in I am not going to start any new projects. April is going to be for me catch up on this one, something sweet, and also my custom that I had put aside that I still haven't finished of my 2 offspring, because that had to be sort of pushed aside so that I could finish my other custom of my nephew. See how it's all building up? And I don't want that. I don't want that. I want to do these. So that's going to be April. Come May, I'm not going to talk too much about it now, but May is a very significant month for me. I have a special painting put aside for May that I wish to do. And we'll talk about that later. And then June or July, I cannot remember exactly which month, there is another event that I do wish to participate in. So then we start again, okay? And then, so then we come August. So the June or July, I can't remember, I'm gonna have to ask Abigail. There is the J-Wall event that I know she's hosting. I don't know if she's co-hosting. I'll have to find out. And again, try and find out whether it's June or July. So that's, you know, a Josephine Wall event. And again, I've got my painting set out for that. And that's going to be a really... Wait till you see what I've got in store for that. Wait till you see what I've got in store for that. So I also need to, like I said, do the right thing by the companies that I've unboxed. And I will do them. It's just a matter of scheduling and time. Yeah. And complete their paintings, because I want to give the people, you guys, and also the company, the respect to follow right through. Follow right through. Okay. Where are we? I think that's all for this one. Let me see. I've kind of, you know, talking to you guys up there, I've kind of lost the nervousness of doing a square, and I've just been kind of winging it as I go. Even through, can you see that through the light pad? You probably can't see it. Let me see. I don't know, I'm no expert, clearly, on squares, but how does that look to you so far? What I've done. I know that there's always that conversation of, you know, don't look at it through a light pad, and you're not going to see the gaps when it's far away and all of that. So I am going to, yeah, see, when I turn that light pad off, I've done that, I've done this up here. When I turn the light pad off, damn girl, I've done it all right. I'm impressed. Because I've got to tell you, through the light pad, it was looking a bit, how you going, mate? But like that, I am somewhat impressed. I've got to say, these bits along the border here, because they're not pushed all the way up to the border, I can see that border. But you know what? When I'm standing 6 foot away, literally that millimeter is not going to make any difference. I'm even standing back and looking at it. Holy moly! There's my first square. That is my progress picture. Maritza and Mindy, I'm sorry I didn't do more. I know there's been people that are absolutely blitzing their chuck pinsons, and you know, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sections done, and I'm so happy for you guys. I really, really am. But I really, truly wanted to make a start. I wanted to share this first square drill laying with you guys, have a bit of a whip and chat. I hope today wasn't too, what do you call it? Let me see if I can bring you down a little bit. There you are. Oh, look at my mess in the back. See that picture back there? We'll talk about him one day soon. Okay. So, let me just, there's no good angle here. There's a mess everywhere. But I just wanted to say thank you so much. I hope today wasn't too controversial, wasn't too heavy or anything like that. I just wanted to get some things off my chest and talk about them. So if you are a collector of diamond paintings, of pens, of trays, of any part of this, you know what? I look and I smile, and it's like, you know what? I get you. I got you, you know. Don't let anyone bring you down and judge you for that at all. What you do is your choice, and don't ever let anyone come at you in any social media platform or any YouTube platform and bring you down. That is absolutely your right to collect and do as much as you want whenever you want. Okay? And they're not living your life. You're living your life and you live your best life, okay? So that was one side. And the other was like, you know, I know it was a bit of a heavy one today, wasn't it? But I just felt like I wanted to say to you, you know, if you're on the edge of something and you've always wanted to do something, do it. Just take that step. We're not promised tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So just take that step. Something's happening and I don't know what it is. But anyway, I think the offspring are moving upstairs. With all that being said, I would love for you to hit the like button if you've enjoyed today. Leave me a comment. I would love, love, love for you to be a part of my diamond painting world. For now, my offspring has come.
Got you something.
That's perfect timing. So now I'm going to shoot off and go spend some time with him. For now, I do wish you all a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I hope you are looking after yourself and each other. I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, a wonderful rest of your week. Much love for now, and ciao, ciao.